Hello, my name is Zoard Chibble. Some people call me Papa Zoard. I'm going to read a book called The Expotition, written by Mike J. Preble. And when I'm finished, I'm going to play hi, Chachi. I was just about to read a story called The Expotition. Do you want to listen? What's that? You'd like to read a story too? Well, we can do that. What's the name of your story? Isha Clearing Chasms, written by Mike J. Preble. That's a new one for me. It looks interesting. All right, change of plans. Let's start again. Are you ready? Hello, my name is Zoard Chibble. Some people call me Papa Zoard. And with us today is my good friend Chachi. I'm going to read what's that? Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to read a book called Isha Clearing Chasms, written by Mike J. Preble. And when we're finished, Chachi and I will play a little tune for you on the accordion. We're sitting comfortably next to a cozy fireplace. I'll turn the pages and Chachi will... what's that? Oh, okay, that works. I hope you get better. We're sitting comfortably next to a cozy fireplace. Chachi will turn the pages, and Chachi said he has a sore throat, so he will read quietly to me, and I will tell you what he said. Let's begin with Isha Clearing Chasms. Chachi, do you know what a chasm is? It's like a hole or a cliff that goes down and down and down, and then it goes back up on the other side. Some chasms are wide and deep, and some not so much. And do you know what clearing means? Well, yes, clearing the table, that's one way to use the word. And that means taking everything off the table. Well, clearing a chasm means to get over it to the other side. So, Isha Clearing Chasms means getting over to the other side of a big, big hole or cliff. Let's turn to the first page. Chachi said that this is a chasm that goes down, 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 and down to the bottom, and then goes back up, 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 and up to the other side. And this boy wants to get across to the other side. It's called clearing the chasm by using a kite. Chachi said he might not make it because the kite is too small. But then he might make it if a great big wind came along. Oh, that's a windsock. They usually have them at airports for pilots who want to land their planes. The windsock tells which way the wind is blowing and how strong it's blowing. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Chachi said this boy is using a wind sock. They usually have them at airports for pilots to see the wind. And he wants to see how much wind is blowing before he tries to get across the chasm on his bicycle. those are helium-filled balloons. Helium's a gas in that tank right behind the boy. Yeah, uh-huh. Well, it could work in theory. All right. Chachi said the boy is filling the balloons with helium, which is something in that tank that he wrote high on, and the girl wants to float across the chasm, and maybe she's going to use the propeller on her head like an airplane. That's called a slingshot. It's like a giant rubber band. You stretch it and it goes boing and off you go. Hopefully. No. Yeah, the dog. She's helping pull her back. Yep. Chachi said that the girl is using a slingshot to help her go right across the chasm, and her dog is helping to pull her back to make it all stretch out tight. That's a teeter-totter, and he's on a ladder, well, a step stool, and those two are filling up. It's like a big bucket or a tub. Yeah, with water from, it looks like a well. He's pumping. Yep. No, just that one. I hope so. Chachi said the boy is standing on the end of a teeter-totter, and the other boy is standing on top of a step ladder, and the other two are filling up a big little swimming pool with water from a well, and that he's going to jump, and then he's going to fly up and flip over and land with a big splash in the water, and we need to wait and watch. Maybe we can come back to this page later, see if they really did it. That is a hot air balloon. No, it's hot air, not helium. You can kind of see the burner right there. Well, yeah, it's safe. As safe as a hot air balloon is, which is pretty safe. It's not as safe as standing on the ground, but they should be fine. No. Yeah, the wind. Yeah. Chachi said that they are in a hot air balloon because the other boy used up all the helium, and they are floating up and are pretty safe, and everyone is waving goodbye except that one is looking at a bug, and the wind will carry them across the chasm, and then they'll have to figure out how to come back down. Well, they're having a picnic. Well, they want to have a picnic. She's over here and he's over there, and they have to figure out how to get across the chasm that's in between. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Chachi said that the boy and the girl want to have a picnic, and that she's standing over there with a balloon and a table, and he's here with a tricycle and a wagon, and they're probably not going to be able to get together unless they can figure out a way to get across the chasm. It's nighttime. You see the stars and the moon, and the bird and the nest and the tree. Yeah, right over the chasm. Well, I don't think so. Birds can fly, so they probably aren't worried about it. Chachi said the bird is sitting in a nest at night, and the stars are out, and the moon is up. It's time to go to sleep. And he hopes the bird doesn't roll over and fall out of the nest in the middle of the night. And if she does, she better wake up quick and flap her wings. Well, yeah, it's not a chasm for the person wearing the boot, I guess. More like a hole. But it's still a chasm for the mouse. It depends on how big you are. Yeah, or on how small you are. Chachi said the mouse is probably more worried about the person wearing the boot than about getting across the chasm, and should probably run away the other way before he gets stepped on, and maybe come back later to see if it's safe, and then try by climbing down and then climbing back up. Yeah, we could build that in your sandbox. Sure. Yeah, we can make it as big as you want. Yeah, okay. Chachi said the driver in the car needs to really speed up down the ramp and make the car go really fast, and that we're going to try this one in the sandbox later on to see if it really would work. It's called a tightrope, and he's a tightrope walker. Well, that's a stick. I don't know what it's called. Maybe like a balance stick or a balance pole, because it's so long and round. Nope, I agree. Chachi said that he's walking on a tight rope and has a stick and needs to not fall off, and that he'd never do that ever in a million years. And I agree. What's so funny? It's a crane. Yes, they're on the wrong side. That's the point. They have to figure out how to get to the other side. Well, yeah, they could use the crane if it was a crane, but it's still in pieces. How did they get there? I don't know. They took a wrong turn, I guess. I suppose they could go back. You can't stop laughing, can you? Oh, now the dog's barking. Rhodey, stop barking. Be quiet. I think we'll just move on to the next picture. Yeah, he wants to swing over there on the rope. It might if the rope's long enough. I don't know. That one I think you'd want to practice before you tried it. Chachi said the boy is going to swing out on the rope and make it to the other side and not get stuck and not fall off and not slip, and it will work. You have to uncover your eyes and look. It's just a picture. How are you going to guess if you don't look at it? Oh, you already looked and you don't want to look again? Okay, well, can I make a guess then? Great. This picture actually makes both of us nervous. He's bouncing way too high, and if he doesn't land properly, he is going to get hurt. Do not try this one at home. Thank you. How was that? Are you going to uncover your eyes now? Oh, wait until I turn the page. Okay, I'll turn the page. Hey, do you want to learn a French word? This thing, the thing they're using, it's called a trebuchet. Can you say that? Trebuchet. It's a throwing machine. You put a thing on one side, like where that little boy is sitting, and then you fill the other side with something heavy, like, well, they're putting rocks in there. And then look, right there, they have a big stick holding up the basket. Just kick that stick out of the way and watch them fly. Which way? Well, I hate to say this, but I think they're facing the wrong way. Which isn't so bad, except he won't be flying over the chasm, which also means he won't be flying into the chasm either, so it's not all bad. Yep, that's a pogo stick. Yep, it goes up and down. Well, I don't know. It's an idea, I guess. You know, clearing chasms. Okay, that works. Chachi said that the girl is on the pogo stick and looks like she's doing very well on it, but it only goes up and down and not sideways, so it's probably not going to make it over the chasm. Well, that's the last page. Now, let's get that accordion out and play a song. Okay then, are you ready? I'll play the bass side and you play the keys over here. Ready? Go. That was beautiful. Wow, did you just make that up? That was really good. What do you call it? Pogo Stick Skip. That's a great title. And it's a great tongue twister, too. Pogo Stick Skip. Pogo Stick Skip. Pogo Stick Skip. The end.